Okay, item F, discussion of possible action on ordinance number 4.
I have a small break before we.
Discussion of possible action on ordinance number 430, intoxicating chemical compounds prohibited. Bill?
Okay. This is a spice ordinance. It's been requested by the police department. So I've essentially used the Ogden model that Chad Allen provided me, and I put it into a different format than Ogden had it. I added the purpose section. I better defined the 020 section to expand it to include businesses. The Ogden version had person or entity, and I think I added business and corporation. And I also added the word barter that Ogden wasn't have. And I broke out the 030 in a more readable format and provided some exemptions that Ogden didn't have. And this, they could take spice and use it like a PAIR program as an educational thing. Ogden didn't have that necessarily. And I allowed the seizure and disposition provision. Ogden didn't have that in the waiver. I think Ogden did have a seizure and disposition, but I expanded on it a little bit. Then I broke out the enforcement provision to allow for business license, suspension, or revocation grounds. Ogden didn't have that in theirs. So I'm also non-biased on this ordinance. It's up to you how you want to handle it. I will project the argument from the devil's advocate side that my body is my property right, and if I want to put a substance in it, I ought to have that property right.
You do it inside of your house.
So that's a devil's advocate argument. At the same time, you've got the other argument. Individuals are intoxicated on this substance. Driving, it could be as severe as a DUI, if not more, and they can kill people on it.
Well, and I was really pleased to see that you were ahead of the game on this, because we've been talking about this in our home. I said, I need to call Jennifer and say, we ought to put this on the agenda, and I get everything, it's already done. I think we are in a precarious spot here if we don't pass something like this. With all of our neighbors passing it and our smoke shop here, everybody's going to come to Harrisville to purchase their items if we don't have something.
That's my other philosophy is if it's legalized, it's not going to go underground, and then we can tax it. That's my devil's advocate side. So just to project that into the argument. The other thing I want to know is I never want to hear the mayor complain about all the big legal words when these pharmacy words are much worse than the legal words. I mean,
I was trying to read that, and I have to agree.
Hyperzyme, wow. Just
No.
Tetrahydrobenzoate. I did have a question about one of these on the compounds, the salvia.
Salvia ditatorum.
No, there's the salvia plant that you can get at the.
That's like a derivative of sugar. This is Salvia ditatorum, and I'm guessing that's the Latin word for divination because it makes you hallucinate. Okay, so this is the form of salvia that makes you hallucinate. So it's a divinorum rather than a salvia. Yeah.
These are
Sugar or whatever.
because you can go to the greenhouse or
Sure.
cow out and get salvia. Is this the same?
No, this would be a different.
This is the same or different?
This is a different variety. It's like the, but I don't know how different. I mean, is it like a tomato where it's the early girl or the big girl? I don't know how much they're different.
Or like between grass, you get
Yeah.
the same family.
I understand this salvia grows naturally in places in Texas.
So, going on your devil's advocate thing of, you know, we were talking with one of the officers and he was talking about this with me and Jeff, and it's like, well, if you do outlaw it, it does force you to go underground. You know, so that's something I
That's
want to do. I know it's
That's
going
my
to go
devil's advocate
underground.
argument. My other devil's advocate argument is God or nature created these salvia divot norm, at least. The others are man-made.
Right.
So it's a plan.
Yeah.
So it's
Sold
marijuana.
marijuana, yeah.
And then the same argument could go for that, and California has a different point of view on it.
Great.
But it's a policy decision. So.
Yeah.
The thing is to remember, I mean, in talking with the officers, I mean, they've had several occasions dealing with spice and people, you know, tripped out or high on spice, and it's just an added bonus to them so that they can have an additional charge, you know, because they've come across many of them. You know, Rich is here, he might be able to give us more on it, but I know talking to our own officers, they've been called on many occasions where these people are walking down the road just high as a kite on spice. And is there really a crime they've committed? I don't know each situation, but at least we have something now. So I think at minimum we have to, because we have at least 2 smoke shops that will be selling it in our city.
They'll still be able to order it off the internet. How are we doing? Can't really look it up.
No, you can't regulate all, but at least we have something.
The state will ban it probably in the next session, but other states don't have it, and probably send them away anyway. It's gonna be interesting, but at least we can maybe do something, so like Jack said. One city has had 5 medical calls for people who were so tripped out they think they're dying, or passed out, or some sort of problem with it. I think that's probably a relatively small portion of the populace, because prosecuting for 10 years, I encountered criminals now and then, and most of them claim this doesn't do anything. The ones that I encountered, I've actually talked with them about it. You know, they're on some other drug thing. Oh, you've done this. And I don't know why they confess to the prosecutor. Maybe it's because it's legal and it doesn't matter.
So they're saying that it doesn't affect us as severe as marijuana does.
Some of them said that cigarettes are more addictive than this is. So,
Cigarettes are hallucinatory.
but cigarettes aren't hallucinogenic. And, you know, anyway, for what it's worth, it's a policy decision.
Yeah, my concern is not so much about the individual, but it's the side effect of what happens in the reaction to the rest of the public. The person who's wandering down the road, who's walking in and out of traffic, and because they're
Behind
high,
the wheel.
or behind the wheel. That's the concern I have. And I realize it shoves it underground. At the same time, if we don't step up, it only takes one accident like that and somebody gets killed, and it's going to go into effect income.
See, the tough part with it is you can't legally drive. I know the county attorney will file charges if you're DUI on spice, but the problem with it is if you're high on spice walking down the street, there's nothing we can charge you with. And that's the ultimate thing, is we need that balance so we can charge them whether or not, you know, they're in a car.
So this would let us do that.
Okay, got some pretty good discussion. Sign into this one.
So where in this is the description of spice?
It's all of those chemical compounds in subsection 020.
Really?
Yeah.
They add stuff.
But these are all different combinations.
Yeah. It comes in all sorts of forms. You've got black mamba, K2, puff, sugar sticks, spice
Those
itself,
are different than spice.
strawberry mamba, all sorts of.
My understanding is the places that would test for this stuff, if you send somebody for a blood test or a drug test, this stuff, because it's mixed with other stuff, those testing houses are constantly having to change their testing because they constantly change the ingredients that are in the spice.